Hey guys, this is Killer Rob speaking, and today it is time for another channel update. That almost makes it sound like there are channel updates regularly, but no, that is certainly not the case. When was the last one? I don't even know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but a lot has changed since the last one, that is for sure. And mostly I'm thinking about all the new subs. Man, that was a quick jump. I think in 1 month it was something like plus 1,800 subscribers. Like, what's that, 20% growth in just a month? But that was, of course, in conjunction with the big automation release and a very successful series I started at the correct time. The Great Engineer, Terrible Driver series, of course. And that has caused a lot of channel growth. That was really nice. And what a wonderful segue that would be into the first topic of, or the first and proper topic of all the series currently going on the channel. But no, I have to abruptly change topic to my patrons, which I have to extend a big thank you to, as always. And not much has changed on this list. There are a few new ones, a few generous souls who are supporting me in what I do on this channel. Currently it is about, yeah, that was big with the PCM, the Pro Cycling Manager stuff, the Tour de France, the Great Engineer, Terrible Driver one. I think that those weeks I spent about 40 hours a week on making content for the channel, as well as working on automation for like 40 to 45 hours a week, if not more, because of the release. That was crazy. Right now it's just about 30 hours a week, so it's still crazy. But anyway, thank you very much for your support in that, and I hope you enjoy the content that is currently on the channel. And if that's not quite your thing, I'm sure it will be coming back. Anyway, so that is Sean, and Vince, of course, has the big whales, the whales of my patrons. And also hello there to Morty, who is joining us here, and Ben among the gold supporters. So thank you very much for joining in, and let's now take a quick look at what are the current series on the channel and what's going on in them. Let's start off with the Great Engineer, Terrible Driver series. Automation! Well, this is episode 25 when I record this channel update. That one is out for a while already, and I just missed the next episode to release that on schedule every third day. It was just too much to do. But yeah, that series has been going well. It's falling off in viewer numbers quite a bit, but it's still by far the most viewed series on the channel. Currently still getting like 2,500 views or something per video. Still decent. I mean, those episodes are a lot of work, and it's usually about 2.5 to 3 hours worth of recording and 30 to 40 minutes of editing and doing all that stuff for one episode. And I can speed it up usually when I record 2 or 3 at a time. That's usually what I am doing currently, because then I can do all the automation stuff first and then have them all exported to BeamNG Drive, and then I'm warmed up after the first car already and can drive the others too, and just put them all together into nice episodes. But I mean, I was so surprised that people were so triggered about the pony car episode. I'd completely forgotten. I thought it was only like muscle cars. Muscle cars have to be this way, and if it's not, then the world is bad and you are Hitler or something. No one said that, but yeah, as per usual, they were rather upset about my design choices, and I didn't think it was too bad. It was actually pretty solid, and I always make my cases for them too. So I'm really not too fussed about them. I just find it funny how pissed off people get about this. But then again, I'm just hoping, like, oh, maybe those people are just coming in to be a little angry, and then they leave again, which is good. For the better of all of you as well. But anyway, that was quite funny. Yeah, so automation. I'm not quite feeling the series anymore. Let me just check my spreadsheet here. I do have, of course, a few things that could be done next up. Currently on my list of things to do in the series. I think I want to get to episode 30 or something. That would be nice. A 1952 luxury car, a 1980s premium budget, a 2015 utility sport luxury, and a 1990s track budget car. Those are the ones for now, and I leave it to you in the comments. You who watch this kind of video, you are probably a bit smarter about suggesting things. So suggest something that actually fits the theme of the series and is a demographic in automation. That will be fine. Yes. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know what you want to see as the potentially final episode, because yeah, I think the format has run its course. I've covered many things. There might be a few missing I've not really touched upon, but yeah. Let me know in the comments after all. And then I think I need a little break from automation before I start a proper let's play of the Light Campaign V3. I'm so much looking forward to getting that into a state that is playable, and then make a first closed beta let's play out of it. I think that will be fantastic. Hopefully not too many bugs, but yeah, we are on a decent way to finishing that. I mean, currently I can't really contribute much to it, which is unfortunate, and kind of feel a little powerless because it's down to the programmers to implement the shit I designed, or that we designed as well. But yeah, there are tons of gameplay mechanics and tons of UI that is finished, that has been designed like many months ago, that needs to be implemented and all the values hooked up. And currently it's still very rough. But at least the designing and facelifting now seems to be working properly, and you can share engines between cars and all that. But actually selling cars and making your lineups, still not really possible, because, well, it is possible, but you don't get the feedback yet because the UI isn't hooked up, so you don't even know if it's working or it's just fucking you over. So that needs to be sorted out. That's a big thing. So that's many more weeks of work, but not many more months. So that's good. I still think, like, in, yeah, probably 6 to 8 weeks. I know I've said that before, but there were delays. I hate delays. It's so much easier when you're working on your own project. You don't have delays. Like, you're the only responsible person. You're to blame. It's like our Countess Run simulator project, which went really well. I'm so happy about that. Yeah, quick topic switch there, Kilrob. How nice. Beautiful segue. I commend you for that. Yeah, I always talk to myself. Like I do now. But the Countess Run simulator project we just finished up. I don't know if I posted this video before or after. Not quite sure. Anyway, so the Countess Run simulator project was me making a tool that simulates Diablo 2 Countess Runs on any difficulty, and gives you proper stats for your rune finds and how long it takes on average and the mean and so on for you to find specific runes. Very handy for those of you who are speedrunning Diablo 2, which I guess would be about 0. Probably a fraction of 1 or something. Yeah, very few. But it is a really cool tool, and the whole project, 16 episodes, have now come to an end. They really show well how I approach a project such as that, where I have to do all the artwork, all the design, all the artwork, all the implementation, all the testing, and all the finalizing work for like bug fixing and stuff until it is release ready. And I think that series really illustrates that nicely. Shows some programming as well. I'm using what is it called? Game Maker Studio 2. Yes, that one. And that worked really well. I'm quite happy with this. The program will be out once I release the 4th episode of the Countess Run mini-series for Diablo 2. That series is the one which brought the initial swell of subscribers to this channel. Let's not forget about that. And I don't even know how many video views that first video has right now. That was super successful. By far the most successful video on this channel. Like 140,000 views, something crazy like this. Yeah, that will be fun to get out and finally finalize that one too. And I've not had much Diablo content in a while. I don't know if we really want to count the Diablo 2 Countess Run Simulator, the making of that, as it's more programming focused and project management and stuff. But it is at least Diablo 2 themed. So what other things do we have? Well, okay, Pro Cycling Manager, the biggie. Yeah, I think I've become the largest English-speaking Pro Cycling Manager YouTube channel. No, not that is a big accomplishment. No, it isn't. But still pretty cool. Unfortunately, they have not given me any free copy for that one this time around. And I've never received one, by the way. Yeah, never received one. Even though I'm probably the biggest marketer for them right now. In the English-speaking world, I've sold so many copies of that game for them. But yeah, I now have the contact so that I can get one next time, hopefully. And get into the closed beta of next year's version. Well, they did implement the feature request I put forth, so that's cool, and I really like that. Plays well, and oh yeah, of course. Maybe that has already come out. I'm not sure when this video is going live, but the new series will be coming. So Dickie McSpeck is taking a little rest because he has gotten a little too fat on currywurst and has. His ass cancer has been growing steadily, so because of all the cobble wobble. So what I'm going to do is start up a completely new Let's Play on the very hardest difficulty setting possible, on the lowest rider potential possible, with a combination that is not cookie cutter and pretty difficult to play at the start. So that will be fun. But again, I mean, I've been binging that game so hard. I've actually just recorded the last episode of season 3 for that new Let's Play. Yes, that's 53 episodes already recorded. That's pretty hefty, and it's fantastic. What a fantastic playthrough this will be. You will really like this one. And I think I'm going to keep this. Maybe I'm going to slow it down slightly. Just one episode every 3rd day. Maybe not, because it's currently the biggest episode on the biggest series on the channel, apart from the automation stuff. Until the light campaign comes, I think then it will really explode again. But yeah, that's Pro Cycling Manager has been a lot of fun this season. So enjoying that, and I'm playing with the thought of either making the most insane rider thereafter. Once that one is done, once the new series is done, or maybe starting to manage my own team. But that sounds like a lot of spreadsheet work, which I'm not necessarily keen on. To play it properly, like the manager part, I think you need to do a lot of work on the side, which is a little grindy. It's like playing a Diablo 2 Let's Play and you have a character which just runs into a wall unless you grind it for hours and hours. That's not suitable for a busy Kurob. No. But Pro Cycling Manager is a lot of fun still, so I'm really enjoying that. Although I get a little frustrated with the game at times. There's so many flaws in it that I would like to see fixed. And anyway. And then, of course, we have Motorsport Manager with Gilrob Motors. Oh, yes. That's, I just checked, by the way. I haven't touched the game in 3 months. Yes. You're still seeing the episodes from my last binging. I recorded up to and edited up to episode 109 back in the day, 3 months ago. So they are soon running out, and I have to start picking up the game again. But that's the good thing when you're playing it like I do, with big breaks in between. And that's also what's killing me with automation right now, that I have to pick it up every 3rd day. That's just not, ugh. Not enough of a break in there. But if I do it, I record 5 or 6 episodes on a weekend day. That's super efficient. And then editing is quick because I know what the waveforms look like for those episodes and when I need to cut and so on. It makes it super efficient. And currently, oh yeah, just as a reference point, a usual Pro Cycling Manager episode takes me 1 hour and 20 minutes to record, and the editing takes 20 minutes. So, oh, yeah, that means I have about 9 to 10 hours worth of editing to look forward to get the new Let's Play out. Oh, fuck. Yeah, and the Motorsport Manager stuff is about also like maybe even a little shorter, maybe 15 minutes. Because it's even easier to cut. But that gets a lot longer when I have to do 2 races per episode. Yeah, that extends things a lot, especially the recording time. It's much more time for me to record and less episodes coming out of it, so it's not that efficient for me. But, I mean, otherwise it gets boring. And I'm not sure how the series is going to run. Because, like the Motorsport Manager series is going to run. Because I think we are with how the opponents currently are set up. Very tiered. Like we are fighting for 4th and 3rd place right now if it's going really well. And then there will be a big gap when we are... I haven't recorded that yet, so I don't know, but I'm thinking about it. Then it will be that we're fighting for 1st and 2nd, because they are pretty close afterwards. But there's a big gap in between, where we might be too slow to actually fight for 1st and 2nd place, but we easily defeat 3rd. And the same thing happened with 4th, and the same thing before happened with 5th. In top tier, by the way. That's top tier, of course. And currently, I mean, that's something that people are missing with my super budget drivers. It currently doesn't matter which drivers we have, as long as we improve the car. And the worse the drivers are, or the more budget the drivers are, which I'm really hammering home right now. I don't know if I make the point in the episodes, but I've seen comments like, why don't you get better drivers? Well, I don't have to, because of how tiered it is. It's like, yeah, the only thing that matters is upgrading your car the maximum you can, which costs a lot of money because you need more parts, and better drivers wouldn't push it higher than that. Anyway, because we need to get to this new tier of car so that we can compete later on. And it's all just transitional, which makes the series a little boring right now. And I'm always trying to spice it up a little with the stories around the drivers and stuff, but I mean, you can only make dry bread so tasty, right? Maybe I should make croutons out of Motorsport Manager. That would be fancy. Yeah, well, that's that series. I don't know how much longer it will run, but I really want to finish it off. And maybe the next binge play of Motorsport Manager will be fun. You never know. You never know. Maybe the next season holds some fancy surprises. Oh, I'm recording this little segment here one day later, and something I forgot to talk about is what I thought about the process of the Counter-Run simulator, the making of that one. It was the project itself was excellent, and I really enjoyed it, but I don't enjoy the way that it's set up from the start to have a patron money goal, like a line to cross in order to start the project, because it's not really about that, and I don't like the business model too much. So I think for my next project, my next larger project, of course I have to up it, and that is also why I'm putting this one here at the end, because if you're still listening, then you are certainly the right person to ask. My next project, when it comes to programming and creating something, will be a bit larger, and it will be a game. And probably, I have something in mind. It will be a tycoon-ish game with a bit of RPG elements inside. That is very suitable to the stuff I make, because it's not too art-heavy, and it doesn't require a lot of programming skills, but it does require quite a bit of design skills, like game mechanics design skills. So I think that is perfectly suitable to that. So, let me ask you, what kind of theme and, let's say, core mechanic you would like to see? I have something very solid in mind already, but just throw some thoughts out there. Let's see what sticks. And I'm certainly listening, and yeah, that will be really interesting. Post that in the discussion down below. Yeah, I'm looking forward to your comments. Like I said, I do have a bit of a design already, and it's coming from my Let's Play of Rock God Tycoon. I was talking about something there that I had an improved design. Well, that would be something that is entirely possible, but you may have a better idea, and I don't have any kind of specific target goal on Patron to start this project. It is more about having the time and having the right inspiration. I have been working on that concept I have in mind in spreadsheets for a little while, and I have a few notes that I completed on some journeys. I usually take my notebook with me, like pen and paper notebook, and on flights and whatnot, just work on design concepts for games. And yeah, that was one of them. Oh yeah, one more thing regarding the business model. I think what would make sense is that instead of this hurdle to cross on Patreon and then release it, I think what would make sense is that you become part of the development process in such a way that whenever I have milestones to release, I'm going to release that milestone to all my Patreon supporters. And anyone who's paying $1 or more a month will get access to the latest builds. I think that is a lot more interesting a concept than or business model than just having a certain fixed threshold and then you get or don't get something. That's a little weird because it takes time. It's more of a continuous process than it is crossing one point and then having something. With a small project like the Counter-Strike Simulator, that was entirely possible, but something larger, like the Counter-Strike Simulator was a 40-hour project, I would think that the thing I'm aiming for is more like a potentially 12 to 18 weeks project. So that would be massive. Absolutely massive. It would be a complete game prototype, basically. Alright, that was that. Anyway, I think that should be it. I'm really looking forward to what is coming, especially with the Light Campaign v3 and automation. And I know you guys fancying Diablo 2 content are always asking, like, when will it come back? When will it come back? I'm not sure. So there will be the Countess video I need to get started on at some point. That is a 1 to 2 day project, like full working days, to get that episode done. But yes, it will happen. It will happen. And at some point I do want to play another Let's Play of Diablo 2 as well. Because that game is just so much fun. And I haven't played it in soon like 9 months or something crazy like this since the last Druid Let's Play. Yeah. Yeah. That's a long time ago. But that that Let's Play was fucking frustrating to play this character. He was so garbage. Oh my god, he was so bad. Oh, the Swedish summoner. Yes. Okay, but that should be it for this channel update. Thank you very much for your continuous support of the channel. I'm having lots of fun creating the content, even though it's tons and tons of work. And I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.